adventurers, and welcome to our story time. Are you ready for a magical journey? Today, we're going to a special village nestled deep in a sunny valley, a place called Meadowbright. In Meadowbright lived a little boy named Leo. Leo was known for two things: his bright, curious eyes and his incredible imagination. He could turn a simple stick into a knight-esque sword and a fluffy cloud into a dragon soaring through the sky. But sometimes, Leo's imagination would run a little too wild, especially when it came to telling stories. One sunny morning, Leo was playing near the Whispering Woods when he found a beautiful, smooth, gray stone. It wasn't just any stone, it sparkled with tiny silver flecks when the light hit it just right. Leo was thrilled. He ran back to the village square, his heart thumping with excitement. His friends, Mia and Sam, were building a tower with colorful blocks. "Look what I found!" Leo shouted, holding up the stone. "Wow, Leo, that's a really pretty rock," Mia said, her eyes wide. But Leo's imagination was already bubbling. He wanted his story to be as sparkly as the stone. "It's not just a rock," he said in a hushed, important voice. "It's a fallen star. A tiny piece of the night sky fell down just for me." Mia and Sam gasped. "A fallen star!" That sounded much more exciting than a simple stone. All the other children in the square gathered around to hear Leo's amazing tale. He told them how he'd seen a streak of light in the sky, followed a glittering trail into the woods, and found the star still warm from its journey. Everyone was captivated. They passed the stone around, feeling its magic. For the rest of the day, Leo was the hero of Meadowbright, the boy who held a piece of the sky. It felt wonderful. The next day, Leo was helping his mom in their garden. While digging, his little shovel hit something hard. He pulled it out and brushed off the dirt. It was a funny-shaped carrot with two little legs looking just like a running man. Leo giggled. He ran to find his friends again, the running carrot held high. "You won't believe this," he announced. "I was digging in the garden, and I found a magical garden gnome. He was sleeping under the soil, and when I found him, he tried to run away, but I was too quick." Again, the children were amazed. A magical gnome. They all wanted to see it. Leo showed them the carrot, pointing out its legs and head. He made up a story about how the gnome promised to grant him a wish if he let him go. The children listened, their mouths open in awe. Leo loved being the center of attention. Telling these fantastic stories made him feel special and important. But a few days later, something started to change. When Leo wanted to play tag, Mia said, "Are you sure you want to play, Leo? Or will you tell us you can run faster than the wind because a magical fox gave you super speed?" She said it with a little giggle, but it didn't feel like a happy one. Later, Sam showed Leo a new kite he had made. "It's a good kite," Leo said, "but one time I made a kite out of giant eagle feathers, and it flew so high it touched the clouds." Sam just frowned and walked away with his kite. Leo felt a pang of confusion. Why wasn't anyone excited by his stories anymore? The big turning point came during the annual Meadowbright Bake-Off. Everyone in the village baked their best cakes and pies. Leo's mom baked her famous apple crumble pie, the one with the super secret cinnamon recipe. The pie was cooling on the windowsill, smelling absolutely delicious. Leo couldn't resist. He crept over, dipped his finger into the warm, gooey filling, and took a big scoop. It was heavenly. But in his haste, he knocked the pie plate, and a huge piece of the crumble topping slid right off and landed on the floor with a soft splat. Oh no! Leo's heart sank. The pie was ruined. His mom would be so disappointed. Just then, his mom came into the kitchen. "Leo, have you seen Pip, our cat? I can't find him anywhere." Leo's mind raced. He saw the broken pie, and a new story, a lie, popped into his head. It felt like an easy way out. "Mom," he said, pointing a shaky finger at the pie. It was Pip, the cat. He jumped on the windowsill and knocked a piece of the pie off. Then he ran away. His mom looked at the pie, then at Leo. She had a sad look in her eyes that Leo had never seen before. "Oh, dear," she said quietly. "That naughty Pip." For the rest of the afternoon, Leo felt a heavy, yucky feeling in his tummy, and it wasn't from the apple crumble. He heard his mom calling for Pip, her voice full of worry. He saw his dad searching the garden for the little cat. The whole family was looking for Pip, all because of his lie. The fun feeling of telling a big story was gone. Now, it just felt bad. That evening, as the sun began to set, Leo couldn't bear it anymore. The guilt was like a heavy blanket. He found his mom sitting on the porch swing, looking sad. He climbed up next to her. "Mom?" he whispered. "Yes, sweetie." Tears welled up in Leo's eyes. "It wasn't Pip," he mumbled into her shoulder. "It was me. I ate some of the pie and I knocked it and I was scared you'd be mad. I'm so sorry. Pip didn't do anything wrong." His mom wrapped her arms around him in a warm, tight hug. She didn't sound angry at all. She sounded gentle. "Oh, Leo, thank you for telling me the truth. I was so worried about Pip." She held him for a moment and then said, "You know, the pie doesn't matter. Accidents happen. But telling the truth? That matters a lot. It shows courage. I am much prouder of you for telling the truth now than I would have been if the pie had won first prize." Just then, they heard a faint meow. And who came trotting up the path, stretching his legs after a long nap in the warm laundry basket? It was Pip. Leo jumped down and gave the little cat the biggest, gentlest hug. He felt a huge wave of relief wash over him. The heavy, yucky feeling was gone, replaced by a light, happy warmth. The next day, Leo went to the village square. He saw Mia and Sam. He took a deep breath. "Hey guys," he said. "I have something to tell you." He told them everything. He told them the sparkly stone was just a really cool rock, not a fallen star. He told them the running man was just a funny-shaped carrot, not a garden gnome. I liked it when you were all excited by my stories," he explained. "But they weren't true. I'm sorry." Mia and Sam looked at each other, and then they both smiled. "It's okay, Leo," Sam said. "Your stories were fun, but we like playing with the real you even more." "Yeah," Mia added. "And that was a really cool rock. Can we see it again?" From that day on, Leo was still the boy with the amazing imagination. He still turned sticks into swords and clouds into dragons. But he learned to tell his friends, "Let's pretend this is a magic wand." Or "This cloud looks like a giant, fluffy sheep, doesn't it?" His friends loved his games even more now because they were all in on the fun together. They knew his stories were for playing, and they knew that when it really mattered, Leo would tell the truth. He discovered that the trust of his friends and family was more valuable than any amazing story he could make up. Honesty didn't make him feel like a hero for a day. It made him feel good and proud and loved all the time. And that was the best feeling in the whole world. The real magic wasn't in fallen stars or garden gnomes. It was in being true to himself and to the people he cared about. And so, Leo of Meadow Bright learned that honesty really is the best policy. It might seem hard sometimes, but it always makes your heart feel light and happy in the end. Thanks for joining our story time today. I hope you enjoyed Leo's adventure. Remember to always be kind and true. Don't forget to come back for another story soon. Bye for now.